What's going on, guys? The Barber Phil here, back again with another haircut tutorial. And in today's cut, I was gonna do a 4 back and sides to kind of spin off from TPOB, but I decided to go a little bit shorter, so we're gonna use a 4 guard to connect up into the top, and then we're gonna fade down to a Babyliss half guard or so, Wahl Premium 1 guard around the ears. We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna use a comb the hair into place a little bit. He does want to take quite a bit off the top, but leave it long enough to push over. So that's what we're going to do. Try to do our best to keep this 4 guard here flat to the head, and then when it gets to that parietal ridge, make sure that you come off and out. And then here in a second, I'm going to use the comb, really hold that weight from the top down so these guards can slide right through that thick bolt without any issues at all. Sometimes if you, like right here, you can get a stroke or two up through there without holding that hair down in place, but because the hair is so thick, it's just going to stay up out of the way, and you're going to have a really hard time knowing exactly how much more you need to take off. So use that comb, hold the hair down, get that initial section knocked out here. Then you can start to kind of float the guard through that hair really in the direction that you need to. Here I'm lifting it up because I can tell it's a little bit darker underneath, and I'm sorry I had my camera on autofocus instead of or on manual instead of auto. I'm going to lock it in right here. Actually, we're going to continue on with this 4 guard, just debulking it, making sure that we leave plenty of weight around the perimeter. We'll lighten that up in a little bit later, but we're going to fade down from here. Stick with me, guys. So I actually jumped down. Now I have the Wahl Premium 1 guard. I have it wide open. I'm just kind of flicking through the temple area, and then I'm going to go ahead, lighten up back here in the taper area. His hair grew from the bottom of his neck upwards, so we flipped that guard around, went down against the growth of that hair. Holding the ear down, same thing right here above his ear. The hair grew backwards instead of from like straight down, so we go against the growth of that hair. That was just basically getting all that bulk around the ear and the back taper area cleaned out. This is the Wahl Premium 1.5 guard. I've got it wide open. We're just flicking up through this section here, just above that 1 guard that we just did. We're not putting in any harsh lines. Every stroke that we take, we're flicking out. I'm using a lot of corner work. There's a dark spot straight above his ear that I'm kind of concentrating on there. So you're seeing me angle the clipper and just use the last couple teeth on this blade. Here in a second, we'll grab that 2 guard. That'll be pretty much the connecting between that 1.5 up into the 3, or up into the initial 4. I don't even think I used the 3 guard. We just kind of free-handed it, made sure that we paid attention to what we were doing, and we came out with the blend that we were happy with. So sometimes you can get away with skipping guards. It's just a matter of making sure that you kind of finesse through there and you don't really dig in too much. Each stroke is a flick out so that there are no lines being put in. So just stick with me, keep going, guys. Continue this fade on. We're going to travel onto the back. I'll probably let it ride a little bit. I've got the back sped up quite a bit, so stick with me, guys, to the end so you guys can give me a good indication of what you guys thought about this tutorial. This is the Wahl Premium half guard, or maybe this is the Babyliss half guard, and we're just once again flicking up into that 1 guard we did just a little bit ago, just to soften that bottom up a little bit more. Babyliss FX trimmers. You guys, if you haven't tried these trimmers, do yourself a favor, try them out. They, in my opinion, absolute best trimmers on the market. I can use them on kids if I need to. They're awesome for designs, very sharp lines for hard parts, and then of course around the ear you can put a sharp line on just about any length of hair. I'm just using the corner here, making that semicircle for his C cup. We did that natural line around his ear, and then now I'm gonna let the back ride. Let you guys just keep up. Hit me up in those comment sections. Let me know what you think so far, guys. As always, guys, at some point in my videos, I try to always remind you that if you're on YouTube and you're watching haircut tutorials, it probably means you're trying to expand your knowledge in the craft of barbering. Take a second when this video is over, check out the link to the Tomb 45 Online Academy. That is where you're going to get in contact with some of the best guys out there on YouTube. You'll be able to expand the knowledge that you can gain from there, take it into your shop, put it onto your clients, and they will be all the more happy. You'll be happy because you'll be more consistently busy, because people will see the results when people get out of your chair. It's walking advertisement when they walk out that door, and it's because you took the time to invest in your craft, expand your knowledge, expand your arsenal, and you guys won't regret it. Check out that Tomb 45 Academy link. It's a lot of bars in there. So the last guard before we start tapering up is the Babyliss half guard. I've said it in other videos. I feel like the Babyliss half guard is almost like a 3/4 guard. So it's not, I don't think it cuts as short as the Wahl Premium half guard, but I also don't think it cuts as long as the Wahl Premium one guard or the Babyliss one guard. So it's kind of that in between. So for this taper here, we started with the magic clip all the way closed. We open it up halfway, and then we open it up all the way. Now we're up to about the bottom of his earlobes. We're using the Wahl Premium half guard, working our way up through there, trying to take that line out, and then we will fully connect it by going back to that Babyliss half guard. That's going to blend right up through here. You've got a nice seamless transition all the way from skin at the bottom up through a 4 guard in the crown area. There's plenty of weight left in the crown area. So you guys are probably wondering, where in the world did all the hair on top go? I won't lie, guys, my fault. I did not have the focus set in right. It was very blurry. I didn't want to put it in there. It was just not usable. Obviously, we cut it down quite a bit. It's still long enough to push over, but quite a bit shorter than what it was when he came in. When I dried the hair, there was an area there in the parietal ridge that I wanted to go back and hit. We used that 3 guard, went ahead and knocked that out. Now, as far as this left side, we didn't do a hard part. All I did was kind of combed his hair forward and around. Then we took a 4 guard open with the metal magic clip here, and we freehanded it back from the front line towards the back a little bit there. Took out just enough hair that we wanted to. Now we can come in with the 3 guard, start working our way down through here, just kind of freehanding throughout, coming straight up and off once we get up to that initial 4 guard section. Here in a sec, we'll switch over to a 2 guard, continue on with those same steps, making sure that we focus on where we stopped with our last guard, go up to almost to where that line starts, but not quite, halfway to 3/4 of the way up to that line. That's how you get that transition from 4 guard to 3 guard to 2 guard on down through there. So this is the 2 guard. We're just lightening up a few dark areas for the most part. A lot of the work that's left is going to be done with the half. This is the half guard here. We're just lightening up. I started with it closed just to really lighten up the temple area. Then I opened it up. We flicked up through that 2 guard that we just did a second ago, holding the ear out of the way, making sure that we scoop around his ear, get all that extra hair out. I wish I could express in words how little work has to go into putting these lines in with these FXs. I know I talk about it all the time. You might get old hearing me mention it every video, but I am honestly blown away, guys, with the performance that these FXs have given me. Couldn't be more happy. Now, as far as connecting that weight, because we didn't do a hard part, but we still wanted to leave it kind of longer through there, we're using the, these are my 13T. They're more of a point cut style type. That's the point, is they're supposed to give off like a point deep cut, like a chunking shear. And so what I'm doing, same steps as a guard. I'm just running that comb straight up the head and off, clipping the very ends of the hair, and that's going to allow them to lay down nice and soft, remove some of the bulk, Here we're coming in once again with the Wahl Premium half guard, just finessing a few dark spots that we wanted to clean up. And we are about done with this haircut, guys. Take a second, check out some of my other videos, guys. I'm trying to bring you a variety of hair textures, hair lengths, different types of haircuts. You know, you're kind of at the mercy of your clientele. So, you know, if I have to bring a few videos that are similar haircuts, you know, that's what I'm going to have to do. But, you know, hopefully each video I can bring something new to you guys. Take a second, guys. Check me out in those comment sections. Let me know what you thought about this haircut. If there's anything you guys would like to see in the future, while you're down there, hit that like button if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Consider subscribing if you're new. Enable those notifications, that way you never miss another video from me. Sunday and Wednesday is the schedule that I am sticking to. This was a nice taper fade all the way up from a Babyliss half guard in the temple area up through a 4 guard. We removed a lot of bulk, guys. Until the next video, I appreciate it.